Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1 Phathead, Cande Roth. Not a bad day. We'll get some clouds. We'll get a little bit of a peak of sunshine. Could get up to about 43 or so. Tell you, the next 7 to 10 days, we're looking like mid-40s. We could hit 50 one day.
Good, because the cold I hate. That's all. I just hate it, period.
Yeah, and February's here. You know, just like I tell you, here we are. It's February. And
give me your little pep talk. I need it.
4 weeks, Cande, shortest month of the year, and then you're in March. And I don't care how bad the weather can be in March or how unpredictable it is. Once you hit March 1st, your mental whole thing changes, you know? Like you're staring at spring. So let's go. 28 days. Or is this a leap year? No. What is this? The regular 28 days, or are we at 29 this year?
Oh, gee, that's a good question.
I don't even know.
I don't know the answer.
I'm checking
I think it is a leap year.
Checking my iPhone calendar. Ooh, it is a leap year this year.
Oh, will you marry me? Oh, it's too soon. Wait, we have to wait till the end of February.
29 days. Incredible. Yes. And yes, the answer is yes. I will.
Oh, honey.
So I know you were out. We're happy Candy's back. She's feeling a little bit better. She's ready to roll. I got a great text from you the other day. You took my recommendation about The Greatest Night in Pop, the new documentary on Netflix about We Are the World. And go ahead, tell me what happened.
First of all, it was one of the best shows of that nature, documentary on that, I have ever seen. It's so well done. I've fallen in love again with Quincy Jones. Michael Jackson, I mean, what a talent that we no longer have. Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder, Bruce Springsteen, I could go on and on. But the way that it was made was unbelievable. I thought it was fabulous. It was so good, I cried at the end, and I think I have to watch it again.
Listen, I'm with you. I wish it was even longer. And, to have the foresight back then to just have cameras everywhere and film the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Was genius.
And with
really
Bob
was.
Dylan, and he was so I don't work like this. And they said, only people on Bob's team can be in this room right now. Everyone else leave. And then Stevie Wonder mimicking Bob the way he sings so Bob would get a grip of, what they're looking for. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it's so good. Even and everyone really needs to check this out. And the little tidbits of the way Quincy Jones and I forget his name. There was someone who
Ken. His first name was Ken.
Someone else, not the agent Ken Krager.
Yep. Krager,
but
yeah.
There was someone who worked with Quincy who helped decide which artist would sing which line. Right?
Oh, wasn't that fascinating? I wish I could remember his name. He was awesome.
And it's amazing because if you go back and listen to the song, they did it very specifically. They wanted raspy voice followed by soft voice followed by hard voice followed by soft voice. Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen into Kenny Loggins.
Right.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was well done.
So good. Really, thank you for the recommendation. And I don't know if you teared up, but I did. You have to understand, in the 80s, that was my 20s.
Right. Well, right. I was trying to explain to my kids who did not watch it. They had no interest, okay?
I know. I told my kids, I said, I don't know if you're going to be interested because it's not your time. But really, if you want to see something very well done, watch it.
And I explained to them, I said, there is no way that you would get 50 of the biggest pop stars right now in music together in one room to put their egos aside to do something like this. And by the way, to make it sound where you don't even need to know who's singing, just by their voice you know exactly who is singing. You know.
And how about Bob Geldof talking to them?
Yeah.
I fell in love with him all over again as well.
One of the other things that I thought was interesting at the end, they did a little, just like one screen that said, in loving memory of, and it listed everyone who had passed away since that recording. And what was crazy was while I'm watching it, you're so into it, you're so into the moment. I didn't even think like, oh, Michael's not here, Tina's not here.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
While I'm watching it, crazy.
Yeah. I know.
Um,
I'm getting all crazy again.
yeah,
I might have to just watch it again. It was that fabulous.
I'm
What a
glad you
job.
enjoyed. Glad.
Man, love
Yeah.
it. And then I was discussing it with my girlfriend Ellen, who's the same age as I am, and we felt exactly, we couldn't get the words out fast enough when we were talking about it. Unbelievable.
Yeah, really, really good. Everyone should check it out. The Greatest Night in Pop.
Absolutely.
It's on Netflix. The other thing, before we get into a couple of these articles, we always talk about cruising, and you know how into it I am, and you are on the fence. You're so-so, whatever, right?
Yeah, you sent me a video of Central Park on the ship. It didn't really blow me away.
Yeah, I sent you a beautiful video, Central Park on one of the Royal Caribbean ships. Anyway, this past week, January 26th, and there's video all over YouTube, TikTok, anywhere you go. Google the article. One of the Royal Caribbean ships, Voyager of the Seas, went from Texas through the Gulf of Mexico through a huge storm. And everyone on the ship, as you can imagine, was filming and posting videos. Cande, if you pick your social media platform, type in Voyager of the Seas, January 26th, and watch a few of those videos. I guarantee you will never step foot on a cruise ship. You are not
Yeah,
going.
it's probably best I don't see that.
Oh
Probably
my
best.
God. Wild. Just you're not even going to believe how bad this storm was.
Because
that
there
they
was
went through.
one night on the cruise that we went on that was a bit bumpy, and I really did not, I felt seasick.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is different. This is a major storm where you'd be like, nope,
Yeah,
not for me.
I wouldn't be filming. I'd be hovering under the bed somewhere screaming, please don't let me die.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. At one point, the
You've never
captain.
experienced that though yourself on any cruise.
No,
Let's make that clear.
No, and by the way, I try to position myself where for the best possible outcome. I only sail late June through early August. I have like a 6 to 7 week window. Let's say last week of June, all of July, first 2 weeks of August. I will not sail in the winter. I will not sail during hurricane season. I know about it. Seriously, like I want to give myself the best chance for good weather. I only go during that time. If you're going any other time, sure, it could be wonderful, but you're also taking the chance of some really severe weather. So
Yeah.
I give myself the best odds, June
Yeah,
through
good for you. I like
early
to have my
August.
feet on ground. I'm sorry. It's my thing.
There is nothing
I want
like
to
it,
swim
though.
up to the pool bar and then walk on land when I'm done. You understand?
I understand, but yeah, listen, you're gonna have the people who love it and the people who never want to go on one. I get it.
Right. You take it so personally, though.
Well, because
Nothing against you.
those who love cruises know it is like the greatest vacation, and those who don't want to go always say, "Oh, you'll never get me in one of those. It's like the Titanic." Like it's so polarizing. There's never anyone in the middle. It's always on one side or the other. So,
Yeah, that would not be my first choice on my list of what I'm doing vacation-wise. So,
and I'll just give you
to each
this.
his own. That's what my mother used to say. To each his own.
I like that phrase. And last thing on that, and then I have to get into this other thing. The captain at one point, one of the passengers taking a video, and says that the captain told them they're not actually moving forward at the moment. They're just trying to stabilize and circling in one area.
I would be, and you can't get off. See, where do you go? Where do you run? Where do you hide? Where do you save yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't take it.
Yeah, it's tough. All right, how about this? This is an interesting poll. 50% of Americans still believe their best physical days are ahead of them, and they will get in shape at some point. How do you feel about that poll, Candy?
It's a thought in my head.
I think
And
everyone
that's probably
thinks
where
it.
it's going to stay.
I think I think everyone thinks it, like, oh, next year's the year. Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get you. But 50% of people are in their brain are like, oh yeah, my better physical. By the way, I'm not talking about enjoying life. I'm talking about physical, how you
Right.
feel. Okay.
Well, yeah.
They're kidding themselves. I mean, they're kidding themselves. The best physical days are ahead. Come
You
on.
know, it's not necessarily untrue. I don't see you getting physically fitter than you already are.
Thank you. No, and because I'm a realist, Candy. I understand. I could
Now,
be.
I
hold on.
try.
Hang on. Hold on. I could be in a little better shape. I understand, but I don't kid myself. Like, I know this is as good as it's gonna get. Maybe I could get a little better, but I'm a realist. I'm over 50. I get it. This is what it is. What it is at this point. That's all.
It is what it is. But Casey had a dad bod, and now he's turning 33, and he's back in jujitsu, and he's going to be better than ever. Evan tells me, because I always bring up Lenny Kravitz, who's in his 50s, and he says, I'm going to look better than he does in my 50s. And you know what? I believe him. Some people just have that. The rest of us don't.
I'll give Evan that. Evan's going to look great as a 50-year-old.
Yeah,
Oh,
he works,
God.
He works very hard at it. And
Things, yeah. Incredible.
and you know what he told us? That when Maeve is 2,
Well,
he's going to start her with jujitsu.
oh, that's good. That's really
It
good.
is good. Is it good? It's good,
Yes,
right?
I tell, it's great. I tell Leah all the time, if you have a kid, put a tennis racket in their hand by the time they're 3 or 4 years old. Please, just start them early. Not like we did when you were in middle school. You got to start early. Yeah. So, but that's
I came from a very inactive family.
Obviously, with all the stories, we can tell. No, that'll be good for her self-confidence and everything. Jiu-jitsu.
Absolutely. I said if she loves it, good. If she doesn't want to go and she's protesting and you're forcing her, then Bubby's going to have to step in.
It still bothers me. Abigail did karate as a kid, and it still bothers me. She stopped, and I wish she would have continued with it.
I hear you. No, it's really, it's good. It's quite the physical workout. That's number one. And it also gives you the confidence. And if somebody messes with you, you're messing with the wrong person.
All right, we have to do other things. We're going to get less than 20 minutes away. You're bald and the beautiful. I'm going to save that Costco return story for about 8:47. Interesting. I want to get your take on it. National days, good news stories. Our Riley Green Ashley Cook birthday show with DJ Deuce is on sale 10 a.m. at moles.com. Not a bad day. We get up to about 43 or so. Let's hit the roads. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Candy in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.